Welcome back, dear students. This is the last chapter in our subject, chapter 4, cyberbullying. To know about cyberbullying, we need to understand some information. Let me discuss with you the ethics of dealing with the internet. The ethics of dealing with the internet with all the means of information and communication is one of the most important topics that we as individuals, communities and nations care about these days. So in this chapter we seek to raise awareness among students and our children about the dangers of dealing with the internet. And we also seek to provide them with some information and skills necessary to raise their degree of personal safety with respect to online cyberbullying. Dear students, through the internet we can learn, entertain, communicate, talk, but there are many risks that we can be exposed to, such as getting wrong information, violation of privacy, identity theft, getting our account stolen, and so on. So we need to know what is the meaning of cyberbullying and how to protect ourselves against cyberbullying. At the beginning, let's know the definition of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is an aggressive behavior from one person to another through electronic modes of communications. We all, while using the internet, may be exposed to cyberbullying from any person we deal with. And this person may have an aggressive behavior against us, such as what? Such as harassment, annoyance, embarrassment, intimidation, threat, blackmailing, and many other aggressive behaviors. So, after knowing what is the meaning of cyberbullying, which is aggressive behavior from one person to another, we need to know how any person can be aggressive to another through the media or electronic media. What are the electronic media? The electronic media is a technology used by the electronic aggressor. What are these technology? What are these media? We have different types of media, different types of electronic modes, such as email, forms, instant messages, Facebook, and blogger. Any electronic aggressor may use any of these media to be aggressive on the internet and to attack any other person aggressively through the internet. Okay, now we knew what is the meaning of cyberbullying, which is aggressive behavior from one person to another, and what are the media of communications, the technology that is used by the aggressor, such as email and forms and bloggers. We need to know what are the forms of cyberbullying. We have different types. The first one is harassment, annoyance, embarrassment, intimidation, threat, and blackmailing. What about anonymity? What is the meaning of anonymity? It's the use of pseudonyms to hide the aggressor identity for impunity. It's the use of fake accounts to hide my identity, to attack others, and to get rid of punishment. So this is the meaning of anonymity, to have a fake account to attack other person and they will never know who I am. Okay, the second one is harassment. What is the meaning of harassment? Harassment is an aggressive message directed against one person or more. It means that the aggressor may direct aggressive message to other person insulting him in this message. This is the harassment. The third type of cyberbullying is called cyberstalking. Cyberstalking means that I chase a person frequently in all electronic media. It's the form of electronic harassment where the aggressor frequently traces and chases a particular person in all electronic media. It means that me, as an aggressor, I can attack a person by email, message, Facebook, blogger, in all electronic media. This is cyber stalking. What about flaming? Flaming is to say bad words about someone, and this one may not be that bad. Again, flaming is a publication of hostile and vulgar words against one or more through a media and electronic communication. It means that the aggressor may send bad words to another person. This is what we call flaming. We have another form of cyberbullying, which is outing. Outing is a dissemination of information about a specific person or more abusively. It means that I may say an incorrect information about someone or some people. This is what we call outing, incorrect information. We also have something called exclusion. Exclusion is to ignore somebody. Exclusion is to ignore one or more persons through the electronic media. It means that someone needs to communicate with others, but these others, they ignore him and they don't want to talk or respond to any messages that he or she sends. And finally, we have cyber threat. It's an email or e-message carrying a threat and intimidation to one or more person. It means that the aggressor may threat somebody using email or e-message or any electronic modes of communications. So we have different forms of cyberbullying, such as anonymity, harassment, cyberstalking, flaming, outing, exclusion, and cyber threats. How to protect ourselves from cyberbullying? To protect ourselves from cyberbullying, we need to follow the internet rules. What are they? First, don't share your password with anyone. Make a password that is difficult to be protected. Don't publish or post any private data. Avoid deleting cyberbullying messages to keep it as an evidence. Don't interview anyone you know via the internet. If you have a friend through the internet, don't go to meet him directly. You have to know him more to make sure that this person is a right person. Be careful. Don't send any electronic message when you are angry, because while we are angry, we may send a bad message or incorrect message in incorrect time. So it may be a form of cyberbullying that we by ourselves may make cyberbullying. Inform your parents with what annoy you when you use the internet. If anything happens during the internet and it annoyed you, you need to have an older opinion. So in this case, inform your parents about what annoy you. The download of software from the internet should be done through your teacher or your parent, in case that you don't trust this website or this application. Till this point, dear students, we have finished our lesson today. I hope you understand. Thank you and best regards.